That shit
I can't get
crazy,
into the
bro.
house. I can't get home.
Frozen through
I
the
can't get
water.
home. I can't get in my building.
New York City in the
Oh,
Bronx.
they got.
A sewage pipe burst, bro. So people is literally in doo doo water, bro. Like what's going on in the Bronx? Like all
The
that money,
furniture is
and
floating
we
in that
in doo doo water,
motherfucker.
frozen doo
That's
doo
not
water. This
right.
shit
You know
crazy.
they
Whoa, 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 whoa. Welcome onto another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. And today we're talking about the sewage water that in Bronx, in New York, that burst or whatever, right? We're talking about the sewage water, and we're also going to talk about these store closures. But my thing is this. This is the second or third time it seemed like New York is underwater. Because this is the second, third, fourth time I've heard about some type of pipe burst, no diddy, some type of pipe burst, and it's contaminated. And what do they do with this contamination? Like, how do they really filter this? How do you really clean this? Right? It seems unsanitary to me. Leave your thoughts down below. I really want to know what you think. But let's get a news coverage of this. Let's get a news coverage of this because I'm like, whoa. It's no way. New York? New York, New York. Now, we all know that it's a swamp, but still, what are you doing for the safety of the people? And do y'all believe that this is hazardous? Let me know your thoughts down below. I want to share another video with y'all. I wanted to share another video with you. Let me know if you guys can see the screen. Can you see the screen? All right, well, let's get it.
Stretching for blocks on a main thoroughfare in Bedford Park.
Naveen Dhaliwal live at the scene now with the very latest. Naveen.
Yeah, Marie, so Webster Avenue at this hour looks like a gushing river, one block after another. Now, officials say that Webster Avenue is closed off between East 204th Street and Bedford Park Boulevard. And just minutes ago, they updated us and told us that they have found the source of this water main break. It is underneath, on Webster Avenue, underneath the Marshallou Parkway that has caused hundreds to have no water tonight. It was a jaw-dropping sight with Webster Avenue near Marshallou Parkway submerged in gushing water Monday night.
This is a swimming pool. This isn't the path I normally walk. So it was just
A swimming pool? Man, why would you want to swim in feces? It's one hell of a pool, why don't you say? I mean, that's just the filthiest thing I've ever heard of, this being a swimming pool. Where's the chlorine when you need it? Where's the sanitation when you need it? Oh, Eric Adams. Y'all defunded the police and or cut the budget for the police, didn't y'all, under this current administration that we under, right? And y'all cut the sanitary services, I believe. So this is why y'all getting this for real. Because where's the people who is going to take care of this and how? And can you really come back from this? It's like one sewage burst after the next. It made me think, well, damn, maybe y'all need to fix the infrastructure first. Because where there's one, there's many. Maybe you should fix the infrastructure of New York because it's probably built on an old infrastructure. Like these New York buildings are so old. 40, 50, 60 years old, which means that what's the pipes? The pipes have to be the same amount. The pipes have to be the same amount. Every 6 months, I hear of a flood in New York. Every 6 months, at least twice a year. Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think. But in the meantime, hit that like button, hit that share button, tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, I pinned to the top of the chat, AirTech EMF Protector Technology. The holidays are coming up. Make sure that if you love your loved ones and you truly love them, you should want to protect them from the things that they cannot see. And that's the EMF frequencies, things that they cannot see. Protect your loved ones. On that note, let's get back to the story.
unbelievable.
Officials say a large water main break left water pouring onto the streets and up against cars,
My car is over there swimming.
including Shannon Elos, who rarely parks on Webster Avenue.
You park on the street and you take a chance.
Firefighters rescued this woman, holding on to her and bringing her to safety. The water began rushing down around 7:30 p.m., leaving vehicles submerged and bags of garbage floating.
Everyone's cars is flooded, and now we have no water.
Adina Gutik is a landlord and mother. As she comforted her son, she was also dealing with 87 of her units that don't have water.
This is not something that anyone wants to experience, and you have children, elderly people, and this is unfortunate, really.
Melissa Palacios and her husband.
Pause. Time out. FEMA, what you gonna do about this, FEMA? You can't say you don't have any money. We tired of hearing that you sending the money overseas to Ukraine. Over $80 billion over there. While the people here, y'all only gave them $500. The people that was in North Carolina, the people that was in Florida, y'all only gave them $500. You gave them $500 to spend with when the store's closed. They can't even get to the store. So I hope y'all plan on doing something about this, because y'all got to remember, our tax-paying dollars pay for things like these. But it seems like every time we need to access our tax-paying dollars, where's the money? Oh, no, we can't find it. Oh, no, we ran out. Oh, no, we've sent it somewhere. Oh, my God. These are the things that we begin to hear, the theories that surface. When are they going to do something for the people, or when people are going to take matters into their own hand? Because this right here is ridiculous to me. Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know. If y'all from New York and y'all here, please send me some videos and send me some more videos of this, some more takes of this, so I can go over it every other day on my channel. Because the more and more we talk about these things, the more and more people are aware, and the more people are aware of it, is the most likely it's the more things we can do for you guys. These when the companies need to get together. These when the police department and everything else, y'all need to get together. Though they try to defund the New York and they cut their budget. So I'm like, why would you cut a budget if you know that New York is built on an old infrastructure? Right about now, it might be another pipe that's about to burst. No diddy. It might be another pipe that's about to burst any day now, because the whole entire New York sewage system is old. It's old. So these things to me are going to happen in the near future, like right about now again. Right about now. Let's continue. Prayers up for New York.
And also don't have water, and they made a quick run to the market after work.
I wasn't prepared for this. The toilets don't flush, the bathtubs don't work.
For now, it's a waiting game.
Hopefully we'll be able to.
So New York is in a third world country. New York, the apple, the big apple, right, seems to be the forbidden apple, the forbidden fruit, the rotten apple, the one that you need to get out the bunch. This is what's really going on in New York. The land of the free and the home of the brave? It's no way.
To go to work tomorrow.
Yes.
And hopefully it doesn't get any worse.
Live look here back at the scene. This is a multi-agency response. You're looking at a Webster Avenue right now. There's a car submerged. We've been watching that car for a few hours ago. Now, the FDNY is requesting that Con Edison shut off the power along the block of where Webster Avenue, where this water main break occurred. They're concerned about the electrical panel boxes in apartment buildings could get wet. Again, they have located the source of this water condition. It is on Webster Avenue underneath Mosholu Parkway. And once they have shut off this water, the big job starts, and that is the cleanup.
My thing is, Christmas is around the corner. The holidays are around the corner. What are those kids going to do? Think about it. What about the elders? What about the people that can't fend for themselves? What about the homeless people that was right there? A cleanup. Y'all need more than a cleanup. Y'all need way more than a cleanup. But leave y'all thoughts down below. Leave y'all thoughts down below on that one, because I really want to know what you think on that one. Now let's go to a couple of store closures, right? We're gonna go to a couple of store closures. I want to share this page with you guys. Let's go to the store closures. Let me stop sharing. In fact, I didn't even start off right. How y'all feeling today? Put a 1 in the chat if you're feeling good that you woke up. Put a 2 in the chat if you need about 10 more minutes, 20 more minutes of some rest. Put a 3 in the chat if you don't get tired, right? But most importantly, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day to the beginning of their day right now. Currently on Eastern time, it's about 4:58. So this is just the beginning of the day. Remember, positivity over negativity always, always. Now let's read. We're going to read about these store closures. 13 retail spots that's going to close. Can y'all see that? Okay. Let's make this a little bit larger for you guys. Let's zoom all the way in. Let me know if y'all can see that. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see it. Okay, cool. Y'all can see it. Let's begin to read. In a sobering trend for the retail landscape, 13 major chain stores will close multiple locations across the United States in 2025. 13? God, I mean, how many stores are closing? Banks closing everywhere, which you have online banking. Stores too, I mean, I guess everything is shifting online. And then I guess maybe they're trying to be ahead of the curve with these AI and these machineries that's going to take over. This may be the most wonderful time to be alive if you're very optimistic and you're a problem solver, or if you're not and you're used to the system, it may be the most horrible time, right? Because if 80 or 90% of the job market is going to change in 2025 through 2030, read the global trend of 2030, you will understand everything that I'm talking about. Because people think I'm ahead of my time, but the only thing I do is actually read. I read, they already put what's going to take place, and you put yourself in the position, right, to benefit off of what's already discussed and what's talked about. Can we talk about it? Another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. So 13 stores are going to be closed. Robotics is coming in. Amazon already fired a third of its employees and replaced them with robots as far as storehouses and everything else, right? So what do you think other companies are going to do? Now, if you're on the investing side of things and with the stocks and everything else, now it's beneficial to you if you actually own these things, right? It's beneficial to the shareholders, but to the employees, it's not going to be so beneficial, especially if the only thing you do is just work without investing. If you just work and you just spend your money and you don't invest your money, invest the money that they're giving you, so eventually while you sleep, you can be making dollars while you sleep, making M's while you sleep, have a return on your investment, getting some form of dividends, then you playing this whole game wrong. You playing this whole game wrong. I tell people, look, I'm broke. I don't have no money. All my money tied up. It's tied up in my investments. I don't have anything. And I hate to say I'm broke because that's not even the mindset that I like. I'm very much so abundant in everything that I do. But sometimes you got to back up now. I'm doing something. Wait a minute. I'll disperse later on when these dividends come in and everything else. And my Bitcoin just went up and everything else goes up. And my crypto portfolio is just like skyrocketing and everything is just boom, 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 bow. See, this is the attitude that you have to have in times like this. Because it's only going to get worse before it get better. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm just here to bring you the news. The truth, to be exact. That's the only thing I really care about, honestly. Everything else, I really don't care about. But let's continue. All I'm saying is that be very optimistic, because this will be the time that you invent something, right? Innovate something, right? Create a career path that actually benefits those off of these problems. Where there's problems, there's plenty of solutions. That's what I was told. So I don't panic when I see things like this. I said, aha, okay, cool. Maybe let's get an online business. Maybe let's get an online retail business. Maybe let's buy everything out of these 13 stores that's closing and resell it. Like, you got to have fun with this thing they call life, right? Because I'm having fun with it. Big box retailers continues to navigate ongoing challenges in the industry, including shifting customer habits, raising operational costs, and increasing competition for e-commerce. Yep, online is crushing everything. Consumer habits, they're not really spending any money. No matter what market that you're in right now, you can be in any type of market. Look at how much money your consumers are spending. Do your consumer even have enough money to and or consume, or are they choosing the necessity that they need in life, like food or anything? Well, if you know that they're choosing that, how about you just have a food business? Not financial advice, but I'm just saying, right? I can't do everything. Raising operational costs, which means the cost of services or goods is generally going to cost more over X amount of time. And the reason why it costs more, if you understand financing, right? If you understand how money go, the money you had yesterday is not worth the same that it is today. So I guess Fat Joe was right. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Because if you understand financing, right, every year your money is debased. What does debased mean? It means it's not worth what it used to be worth. Right? Your money debased, I believe, at a 50% rate, 15% rate. Then you have something called inflation, right? Then you have something called taxes. So by the time you look at it, then if you really understand money, for every dollar that you really have, you only own 3 cents. I don't think the people heard me in the back. For every dollar that you own, you only really own 3 cents. So I begin to think, do you really own anything? I'm just saying, but let's continue. Let's get to reading now. For many communities, the loss of these stores will leave noticeable gaps, both economically and socially, as local jobs and gathering spaces disappear. Macy's announced plans to close 150 stores. 50 will shut down by the end of 2024 and the rest by 2026. God damn, we ain't gonna see no more Macy's. I guess that's where you go for sales. If you're trying to resell something, I guess. New York State is home to 38 Macy's. We was just talking about New York and the flood. I guess people don't want to shop in there no more. New York is home to 38 Macy's, including the Icon store in New York City. The only one left in central New York is at Destiny USA in Syracuse. The latest closure will leave only 350 locations nationwide. Damn, that's crazy. Macy's latest closing. Now let's talk Walmart, because a lot of people shop at Walmart. Let's talk Walmart. Let's talk Walmart. Let me pin. I was supposed to pin something real quick. So let me pin it to the top of the chat so you guys could know how to support the channel. It's pinned to the top of the chat. There you have it. It just got pinned. All right. So we have something called Walmart, neighborhood market, right? And that's where people go to get their goods and stuff like that. People also go grocery shopping at Walmart, which I don't. I like Whole Foods and the places that have a little bit better selection, but to each his own, right? To each his own. You got to do what you got to do in this world. That's why I work hard, extremely hard every day. I can't stop, won't stop until I get enough. And even then, I plan on dispersing most of my wealth, so we won't stop. I give more than I receive because that's just the man in me. Okay, Walmart launched neighborhood markets in 1998, usually in urban areas. The smaller stores focus more on groceries, but a handful are expecting to close next year. Okay, now we have Party City. Party City. So Party City, right? Now, I don't remember the last time I've been to Party City, but if you got kids and you want to throw them a little nice little function and all this other little stuff, I've been through it. They should close, but I guess we just getting here, right? Because online killed a lot of businesses. Let me tell you, online, streaming, anything online is crushing them. Party City. Party City filed bankruptcy in 2024 and closed a number of locations, including 7 in New York. Seems like everything is closing in New York. New York can't catch a break, from pipe bursting to Eric Adams to the migrants coming in. Damn, they cannot catch a break. Being a sanctuary city, man, New York can't catch a break. More closures are planned for 2025, including the Northern Lights Plaza in Salina in January. That leaves just one store in Onondaga. My bad if I butchered that. County inside the Marshalls Plaza on Erie Boulevard East in DeWitt. The Party City on Commercial Drive in New Hartford is now affected by the closing and remains open. So we talked about Walmart, we talked about Macy's, and now we talked about Party City. Let's go to Nordstrom's. Now, Nordstrom's is one of the stores that I actually like as far as its fabrics and its cloths. You got to be fly sometimes. Do it for you, don't do it for them. Okay, but you attract what you attract. Anyway, Nordstrom's. With the rising cost of basically everything, which means the consumer prices are going up, so people can't keep up. So anyway, shit, if they closing, they better hurry up and have a sale. I got a couple of suits that I want to get out of Nordstrom's and stuff like that. The high-end retailer is planning to close more locations as it continues to struggle from the coronavirus pandemic. Okay, cool. Hopefully they won't censor my video because I said that, because knowing them, my God. Most stores closures will be in the suburban markets. So the cities might be okay, but read more. Over 3,000 stores closing doors in 2024. God. Let's go to Dollar Tree. Now, Dollar Tree, I guess that's like the dollar store, right? That's like the dollar store. Damn. So let me know which stores in the chat, which store is close to y'all. Which are you guys affected by this? From the Macy's to the Nordstrom's to the Party Cities to the Walmart, right? Which store is affecting the chat, and let me know why and how. We got Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree stores where not much is $1 anymore. Where not much is $1 anymore. So what you telling me? That's false advertisement? Everything that's in Dollar Tree costs more than $1, huh? Where's the tree, huh? It should be $2 tree. It should be $3. Oh, how about this? A couple dollars. How about a couple dollar tree? A couple dollars. Just scratch the $1 and just put a couple dollars. We gotta have some fun with it. Right? Dollar Tree stores where not much is $1 anymore will close unperforming locations in 2025. Unperforming locations. So the only way for these things to perform is in the hood, because everybody in the hood got $1. So you know how that goes. But hey, you gotta get in where you fit in. There seems to be more Dollar Tree stores in every town than any other retailer, so losing one won't hurt much other than people losing a job. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But still, where are these people going to go after they lose their job? Were they going to be on universal basic income? UBI? I tell people that's what's coming. I read that's coming in the 2030 to the 2040 global trend. Read the 2030 global trend, and then when you get a chance, right, read the 2040 global trend, because they let you know what's coming every decade. Every decade, you can read about what's coming to a town near you. I'm giving y'all where I get the source from, and I'm not gonna lie, they've been right every time, because these are the people that decide on what's going on in the world. So y'all might want to read it. You just might want to read. Reading is educational. They say if you want to hide something from somebody, put it in a book. Well, you can't hide it from me because I'm reading all them books. And I make my own educated decision as well because I have my own brain and my own mind, and I don't have the time to be wasting. Now, anyway, CVS. Nonetheless, CVS. CVS. The largest drugstore in the country closed hundreds of locations in 2024. My God, can somebody say hundreds? Como se dice hundreds en español? I need to know. More closures are planned for 2025, mainly in areas with multiple locations. I do see a lot of CVS. But look, this is not financial advice. But see how I'm reading this? And I'm like, well, damn, if I was in this situation, what would be my next play? Perhaps, this is not financial advice. Remember, I said it. Perhaps I will go on the stock market, maybe Robinhood or Weeble, or go to some form of an exchange. I'll put a couple thousand in. I will begin to do a put option, right? A quick little put option, because when you hear about these things in the news, the prices tank. Am I correct? It generally does. After my proceeds from the put option, I put probably, let's just say 30% of my 1,000, maybe 300-400 in a put option, right? Maybe double that or triple that. Then after that, I would take the same amount of money or my profit and dump it back in the same market. Or if I'm ready on it, I'll put it on a call option to say right when it go down, I do my Fibonacci retracement and make sure that I know my levels, right? And right when I see it doing a nice little positive confirmation, because one thing I noticed when the news come out, these things tank down. After a couple months later, they right back up to where they left even more. Because think about it. If you're closing a store, right, and you're doing what's best for shareholders, right, the shareholders are going to be more profitable. So every store that they close is the more money the shareholders make. Let me repeat. Every store that they close is the more dinero, más dinero that you're going to make. Therefore, you should want to be on the investor side. That's all I'm saying. So me reading this, let me write down right now my notes. Because sometimes with so many different things to do, you may forget, right? Use Siri. Let that chick remind you of what you forget, right? Use Alexa. Let that chick remind you of what you need to do. I mean, they just in your house for what? Ain't doing nothing. Put them to work. So set a reminder, right? Set a reminder in 2025, a list of store closure, do puts and calls, right, to make money on. You got to talk to yourself how you talk to yourself. To make más money on, right? To make the money on. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll set a reminder, right? You have to capitalize. We live in a capitalistic world. Last time I checked, this is America, right? Home of the capitalists, home of the free, home of the capitalists. If you're not capitalizing, what you're doing? Capitalize off these people, because you don't make these decisions, but I bet you they're going to make some money off these decisions. I promise you. Put a 1 in the chat if you know that they're going to make some money off them closing these stores. More money for them. I know they're going to make more money. I'm trying to be on the right side of history. Not trying to be. I'm going to be on the right side of history, not the wrong side of history. But let's continue. Continue to read. Now we on CVS right now. CVS, largest drugstore, blah, blah, blah. We already read that. Okay, we currently right here. More closures. Let's read it from right there, right? More closures. Y'all see the orange highlight? Okay, cool. We're reading from right there. That's where we at. More closures are planned for 2025, mainly in areas with multiple locations. New York is home to more than I am sick and tired of hearing about New York. New York, y'all need to fix y'all doo-doo problem. Y'all doo-doo sewage problem. Please fix that. Y'all contaminated water problem. Y'all feces problem. Please, can you fix that? Who's going to come in these stores anyway? How can we go in these stores when it's feces all up on the floor? Can we talk about it? Grab your pots and pans. It's time to cook. And don't forget the spatula. Can we? Anyway, New York is home to more than 500 CVS's, CVS locations, including the New Hartford and the Clinton. So New York got going down, I'm guessing. Walgreens, just like CVS, Walgreens is also plans to close stores in oversaturated markets. Damn, it seems like everyone closed. Well, who opened? God damn, okay. Who opened then? Nobody? Ain't nobody open? Yikes. All right. The company is looking to shift its focus towards digital health service with more people online. This is their solutions. Look at this. Let's read this again. This is their solution. Their solution is the company is looking to shift its focus towards digital health services with the more people online. That makes sense to me. Online is taking over. New York City is home to the fifth most Walgreens location with more than 450 stores. Everything is happening in New York. Foot Locker. Now, for you guys that love the shoes, females and males that like the shoes, this is for y'all. Though these online services has been crushing y'all for so long, but more and more people are buying online that includes shoes. Foot Locker is feeling the pain and plans to close a number of locations in 2025. Stores as underperforming malls will be the first to go. That makes sense. Why you think malls is now turning into apartments? But let's continue. Does that mean we'll soon be saying goodbye to the Foot Locker in Sangertown Square Mall in New Hartford? Maybe. Right? So Foot Locker going down. Office Depot. Now I wonder who shop at Office Depot, because that's the thing in the past. Like most of these things is thing in the past, right? I mean, the pandemic created remote work and digital offices, and many are still working from home. That shift has decreased the demand for traditional office supplies. Office Depot stores have been closing over the past few years, and there will be more in 2025. Yikes. Starbucks. New York is home to nearly 700 Starbucks locations in the city. It seems like there's one on every street corner. That makes sense. It comes as no surprise in the struggling economy that the company plans to close stores, particularly in dense urban areas in 2025. The number could increase with potential barista strikes on the horizon. Joanne Fabrics. Unlike most retailers, craft stores saw a boom in revenue during the pandemic. Because people had to make something out of nothing. That makes sense. With people stuck at home, more took up new hobbies like arts and crafts. But once everyone went back to work, those new hobbies started collecting dust. The company plans to close several stores in 2025. Okay, GameStop. For all you gamers, which I thought online gaming actually beat this whole realm, but let's continue. GameStop. People aren't just buying clothing and shoes online. Gaming is going digital too. Everything that you could do digitally, that's why these banks are closing. You no longer need them, and it's called online banking. New York is home to nearly 150 locations, but there may be fewer in 2025. Stores in smaller towns are declining. Malls will be the first to go. That makes sense. Sears. I didn't see Sears in so long. Sears was once of the world's largest retailer. Who shops there anymore? The company filed for bankruptcy in 2018. That's what I thought. And has been closing hundreds of stores across the country, including the last one in New York. The next thing they're gonna start closing is church. I'm telling you. I don't remember the last time people went to church when you got online services. If you're into it. So there you go. I just named a few of them that's closing. I just named a few of them that's closing. Let me put this article. Let me put that inside of the. Let me put that article inside of. Let me put that article inside of the chat, so you guys can know directly where these things are coming from. I wanted to share a video with you guys on it as well. All right, let me put it directly in the source, because I always give credit when credit's due. Let me put it in the source to let you know where I got this information from, right? Where I read this article from, and maybe you can read it on your own when you have the time, right? Because I know people don't like the reading part. They must so like the visuals. So let's stop that. We talked about New York. We talked about the sewage and the the Bobby Brown water, right? I wanted to share another screen with you. There we have it right there. Let me know if y'all can see the screen. Y'all can see the screen. Let's do it. And go check out my TikTok if you ain't checked the TikTok out yet. Let's go. These are the 850 February. Big odds. Anyway. Here. Walgreens. We talked about that. Sam's Woody. You heard of that? Foot Locker. We talked about that. Family Dollars. We talked about that one. GameStop. Talked about that. CVS. Friday. We did not talk about that. JC Penney's. We did not talk about that as well. Okay. So there you guys have it. There you have it. Smash that like button. Tell a friend and tell a friend. This is the beginning. This is not the end. Just wanted to give you an update on what's going on in New York. Also, what's taking place in these stores coming up in 2025, right? Like I say, this can be an opportunity if you understand what an opportunity is, if you're very optimistic. From the Family Dollars to the CVS to the Macy's to the Advance Parks to the JC Penney's, right? To the Dollar Trees, everything along that nature, right? To online businesses itself, right? That seems to me that's what's taking place, and that's what makes sense. So smash that like button, tell a friend and tell a friend. This is the beginning, this is not the end. If you would like to support the channel, hit the link down below for the AirTech EMF protector. Protect your family, protect your loved ones. Hanukkah is coming. Christmas is just a couple days around the corner. In fact, Christmas is in 2 days. And if you really care about them, protect them at all costs. At all means, right? And on that note, remember, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, share this video. Most importantly, share this video. And remember, positivity over negativity